Hey Taurus, it's Kayla's Tarot. Right, and you guys, slightly late with these, but they are for the whole month because I'm not really sort of splitting it up at this time. Some of you be aware, some not, but obviously it's difficult for me for time at the moment. My grandfather did pass away a couple of weeks ago, and it's been really difficult for the whole family. So it's just time consuming because we had to wait for the funeral. It's not, it's not till next week, so we've waited 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm just going to stick with the month, just a monthly reading for this month, and then next month I'll be back to normal with your first half and then your last half and so forth. So just bear with me, you guys. It's just one of them things. So Taurus, love readings for Taurus. These are love. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Love energies. Hello, Gilbria. How are you, darling? Oh, thank you for, yeah. Atlanta, wow. Atlanta, Georgia. Do you know what? I absolutely love the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, God, how cheesy is that? It's Nene Leakes. That girl gets me, I swear. Or should I say, I get that girl? Right then. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Love for Taurus, love for Taurus. Love energies for Taurus for the month of June. Give me for that then. Right, love energies for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. Show me love energies for Taurus. Central issue. We'll do a 5-card spread, you guys. Central issue. Okay, I'll take the one on the top, which is Judgment, you guys. There we go, Judgment. Judgment is central focal point. The root of that is the Queen of Pentacles. So, more earth energy. That could be your energy. That could be someone that you're dealing with. Taurus. The recent past added the Pentacles in the reverse. Do you know what? I always see like that. Not so much the Wands or the Sword, but you know where the Pentacles and the Cup. It's like getting so close to achieving something and then hitting a dead end, hitting that brick wall. Do not pass go, do not collect dollars. Do you know what I mean? I suppose in terms of love, really, this is sort of what I'm basically seeing here, because Judgment does speak of revival. It speaks of second chance. This could go one way or another, you guys, if I can pick up that card and show you. Because don't forget, the cards are still connected. So the past and what you're currently dealing with now, they're still going to be connected. What this is telling me is, whether this is regarding someone from your past or whether this is regarding someone new, it really doesn't matter. After hitting dead ends, you may have had a series of dead ends that drove you batshit crazy. I think that this, and again, I've got focus here with the Queen. I think this is trying to say, look, don't be put off another chance at love. Just because we've hit dead ends before doesn't mean we're going to keep hitting dead ends moving forward. You know, I always think if you don't ask, you don't get. If you don't try, you won't know. So, in terms of love, I think what I'm trying to say is, look, the reason why second chances come about is because of focus and effort, because of determination. Queen Pentacles represents a lot of determination and focus. Actually honing in. It's a bit like tunnel vision. It's honing in on a goal. It's honing in on what it is that you want and actually going after it. And for you guys to be sort of going through that energy now after, I want to say, having a few disappointments, your willpower's on top form. Absolutely. It's on top form, you guys. So what's crowning you? Strength in the reverse. Could be weakness, could be temptation, could be pride in the way. So what's coming towards you? And I will clarify these further as well. It's coming towards Taurus in the not so distant future. Coming towards Taurus in the month of... I've got butterfingers today, you guys. Okay, I've got the 6 Pentacles that just flipped itself. In what's coming towards you, finally getting what you deserve. Things taking a turn for the better. This time around, it's not going to be like last. Last time, you hit a dead end, you hit a brick wall. Next time, or should I say this time around, you're getting what you deserve. You're getting what you've been wanting, what you've been honing in on, what you've been focusing on, what you've been determined to get. If I didn't know any better, I'd say some of you probably have someone specific in mind. Or if it's not so much that and you've got no clue what it is that or you've had no clue what it is that you want, you've got a pretty good idea of what you want now. suppose in a way you guys are looking to the past to sort of use it as an example to determine what it is that you want in the future and what it is that you don't want. See you guys having tunnel vision here on this, which is, it's actually really refreshing, to be fair, because I know Taurines can be very indecisive and half the time not know what they want, and usually that's why they get themselves in such peculiar and disastrous situations. And I do think that can boil down to a lack of impulse at the best of times. To be fair, it's like, I don't know what I want, so I'm just going to give this a go. But then you'll still be very indecisive with that person or people, if you're dating multiple people. You had your fingers burnt in the past, you're not getting your fingers burnt moving forward, trust me. Because once you, like I say, it all boils down to this queen. I will clarify these in a minute, but there's such a valid point here. And it really, this is the root, this is the reason why we have the central issue. So the central issue is judgment, a revival, a second chance, you know. Excuse me, I've got a pop up. It won't go away. But yeah, it's a second chance, it's revival. It's giving something another go, giving something another look, trying again, having another opportunity and taking it. Why is that happening now? Because of this. Because of determination, because of that realisation of what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. What you want from someone, what you don't want. Compromise, boundaries, rules. What you guys thrive on. And I think that you actually probably have got someone here who, I won't want to use the word abides by that, but accepts that. That's kind of where I'm going with that. I think you've got someone here who accepts that that is what you want. I've just got someone who's very, very accepting. Let's clarify, let's put some clarification on and get to the nitty gritty with this. So over the judgment, I have got the Fool in the reverse. You've got a second chance here. It's like either a second chance at love or a second chance with someone, or another chance at love with someone, you know what I mean? Whether it's someone new or someone you've known, doesn't matter. You've got a second chance, but the Fool in the reverse is saying you're not actually wanting to run the risk of that, which is a little bit sort of, you know what I mean, defeating the object of where we're headed here. I feel like for a lot of you, you come into this reading, I don't think any of you are feeling stuck during this month. I really don't. I just feel a lot of determination from this. It's almost overwhelming excitement rather than fear. I know there's a fine line between fear and excitement, but this just feels very exciting. This feels very finally, you know. But you're not running with it. We need to go deeper, Taurus. Why isn't Taurus running with it? I've got is that the Knave? Yeah, so that's the Page of Cups over this Queen. I feel this could be connected to the person you're dealing with. This is confidence at its finest. I do feel like the Queen is your energy, that determination, that focus. And I feel like a lot of the focus is honed in on someone very confident, who maybe is somebody who brings you out of your shell a little bit. I've just got this oozing confidence. So, yeah, recent past Three of Pentacles, you learned some harsh lessons, didn't you? You really did. You were forced to go back to the drawing board. How many times? You learned some harsh lessons and you've taken a step back and thought, right, okay, recognise the pattern. Your letdowns. Why? This is why. It's going to be different for each of you. But you've gone back to the drawing board and you've said, right, this is where we've gone wrong. This is where we're changing it. This is where I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to say that again. I'm not going to, you know, hold back in any way again or whatever. This is sort of, again, just you going back to the drawing board. And maybe this Knave of Chalices is you guys, you know, actually flipping the Fool around and taking a chance on the opportunities that present themselves to you. Because through determination and focus comes confidence in what you're doing and where you're going. So we tie it in that way. Why? Because you've learnt some lessons from your past and you've kind of achieved a hell of a lot, I want to say. So what's on your mind? The Eight of Cups. This, I'm not liking, Taurus. This is not the kind of energy that's going to bring you what you deserve. We need to clarify this a little bit further. Why the hell is that there? The Ace of Cups. Now I'm damn fuck confused. One more on that, please. The Moon. This feels very familiar. Like, I've seen this combination before, this moon with the Eight of Cups. I've seen this combination before. I can't think for the life of me. It might have been in a reading a long time ago. The moon is what's hidden under the surface. The moon is what you're suppressing. And I cannot look at this in a very positive nor negative way. This looks to me like a little bit of inner emotional turmoil going on. That's how that looks to me. We've got this nice new opportunity, or a redo of an opportunity even. And the Ace of Cups is in what your crowning position. This is what going through your head. And this is falling for someone. I always say the Ace of Cups is that initial feeling of falling for someone, falling in love, you know. And this doesn't usually show up if it's one-sided, FYI. So we've got an Ace of Cups on your mind. So clearly there's something there for someone. You've definitely got someone on your ticket, okay? But here's weakness with the Eight of Cups. This is you would rather walk away. This is you'd rather walk away than actually, swallow your pride, I guess. That's strength in the reverse, not just weakness. It looks like pride's in the way. Is some of you just that refusal to swallow your pride and deal with whatever the Ace of Cups is for you. Instead, you're thinking about bailing, you're thinking about emotionally detaching. And the worst part about it is you're hiding it. The Ace of Cups. Think about it. The way these came out. The Ace came before the Moon. This is what's on your mind. I have a funny feeling if some of you guys are suppressing feelings or suppressing putting yourself in a position where you have to let someone know how you feel about a certain situation or about a certain person even. Because don't forget the Ace of Cups, don't get me wrong, it can be that initial feeling of falling in love, but it can also be loving someone, but that Eight of Cups could be disliking something about them. So it's almost like, in family scenarios, especially, like siblings and parents and that, you can love them, but you don't have to like them and things like that. It can be that as well. Oh, hey, Bob. Thank you, my sweetheart. But yeah, like I was saying, this is a love reading, so I have to read it as in love. So obviously, if it's going to resonate for you in a different way, take what applies and we'll take what resonates and apply it to your situation. But to me, this sort of looks like it looks like you've got some sort of feelings here and you're just suppressing it because, I don't know, we've got fear. You're not taking a risk with the Fool. You don't want to get your fingers burnt again. You've definitely had your fingers burnt in the past. But how can we move forward to get what you deserve while that's still in there swirling round and not released? But the Seven of Cups, you've got better options than to keep that locked down, seriously. So what are these better options for argument's sake? The Hierophant. That is your card, Taurus. And the Page of Pentacles. This is a small gesture. Well, this coming from you or from someone else. We've also got the Magician, manifestation. Listen, you guys can have what you want if you just open your damn mouths and say. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You have to piece this shit together. Hierophant, it's commitment to. This is a love reading, you guys. It's commitment to someone. It's commitment to a journey. It's commitment to doing something or saying something. What have you got down on lockdown in your little brain? Damn it. The longer it stays on lockdown, the longer you're gonna be waiting. I say if you don't ask, you never. You don't ask, you don't get. But here it looks like we have got a person even or a situation that could go in your favour. Now, I do have, albeit, this Page of Pentacles, and it does tend to be a bit of a slow gesture. It's a small gesture. So, for example, it could either this is you to someone offering that small gesture. And it makes sense because it's Earth, it's Taurus, it's very slow. It's very, let's start off from square one and work our way through, as opposed to there just being no square at all. You know what I mean? It's a small gesture. It's like, okay, why don't we start small? Why don't we go for a date? Why don't we, I don't know, see, maybe you're asking someone to see you, like dating. I just kind of feel with that Page of Pentacles, see where it goes. Because I must admit, right now, it could be too fragile. There could be exterior circumstances going on that prevent this getting off the ground like that. However, the Magician is definitely backing up that page to say, no, it's going to manifest unless the small gesture's made. You've got better options than keeping this shit on lockdown, Taurus, seriously. So, guys, Romance Angela too. I know, Barb, it's been there on and off for some time, you know. I tend to notice it more when I come closer to the screen and I can sort of see it. But I've actually been seeing it off camera as well. I've been like turned head and there's been like a little amber sort of glow behind me. I think it's Angela. I do. I think it's Angela. Ooh, okay. Reconciliation. So yeah, some of you, this is someone you've been with before. Some of you, it is. Someone for your past return to life. I've got children. So children could run in two different ways. Children could literally be a factor in the love department. You know, if you've got kids, you've got responsibilities. It's really, really difficult for you to, you know, if some of you, it's a baby mama, baby dada issue going on here, you know, rekindling as two parents rekindling. It could also be childish behaviour, immature behaviour as well. You know, for example, if you hit a dead end in the past, maybe someone was just too mature back then. And there's no time frame on this, by the way, you guys. So if you have been with someone, you know, this could go from anything from like a year ago to like years ago. If you know, if this person's deemed to be extremely immature, selfish, and you know, maybe a bit of a player back then, something's changed now. Obviously, this isn't for all of you. I'm just throwing out suggestions as to why that children card is there. You know, it's definitely a factor. So whichever way it goes, that's definitely like something that may be holding you back as well in some way. Maybe you don't want any more kids. Maybe you've had enough. Maybe, you know, maybe you've sort of got over the age of 40 and you just do not want any more kids. And there's just somebody there that maybe doesn't have kids, you know what I mean? And I do have romantic feelings. There is something that can totally be had here. And I'm not shocked to see that card fall out because considering we've got the Ace of Cups in what's crowning, moving to it, yeah, I'm definitely look, you guys could be hiding feelings from someone. And because we're constantly thinking about the cons, the negatives, you're going to end up breaking your own heart. That's why Spirit's coming in and saying you've got better options here. Reconsider the options. Reconsider your approach and how you might word it and how you might put it across. And you actually might be pleasantly surprised. It'll be reciprocated. The Six of Pentacles can indicate reciprocation. So, yeah, I'll leave that there then, Taurus. And I hope that this helps you guys moving forward. So, Bob, no, it looks like a short, statue lady, blue eyes, silver hair, black sweater, like a grandma person, has a thick Welsh English accent. Small round face, but high cheekbones, sweet disposition. Do you know who you've just described, Bob? I swear down now, your gift just amazes me. Do you know who you've just described? You've just described what would have been a great grandma. My granddad Derek is a Welshman. And yeah, he's a Welshman, and you've just described his mum. Yeah, his dad was huge. He was like 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3", I think it was. My granddad was a tall bloke as well. He was like 6 foot, but his mum was actually quite petite, and you've literally just described her to a T. I know. Do you know what though? It's ever so funny. Literally, yeah. Is that what it is? I just assumed it might have been Angela. That's ever so interesting. That is. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to finish up with that, and then I'm going to move on to Virgo. So, if you've got Virgo in your chart anywhere and you're curious, join me in 5 minutes' time. Take care for now, you guys. For anyone wants personal reading, readings are open. Feel free to email me. It'll be below in the description when this uploads. See you guys soon. Thanks for that, Bob.